guys, it's Michelle Shang here, and it's a nice day to feature a new inspiring home. Architecture and interior is just as important as visual art that creates the world we live in. So today I'm bringing you to a perfect project to show where the architecture and interior blend seamlessly together. So stay tuned, keep watching. Moye, this is your home.
Moye, this is your home.
So here we are at the White House, designed by Antonio Liu from Studio Tonton. Why White House? Because this house belongs to Mr. Yuda Adrianakos and Mrs. Yurika Dewi. It's designed to be an extended house or a function hall to entertain the guests. But it has a complete facility of a home, starting from the living room, dining, kitchen, and even a bedroom. The use of continuous straight lines throughout the main building of this house and without any overpowering decoration creates a very modern, sleek, and airy atmosphere. Also, with an open floor plan design, connecting the inside and the outside through these expansive windows is a perfect way to bring in natural light and a good view of nature. As far as interior, Antonio Liu always aims for simplicity. Modern minimal interior is about keeping the space simple, uncluttered, and to accentuate the nice architectural feature in its space. At the beginning of this project, we were briefed that the furnishing of this house should match the soul of its architecture. So as you can see here, starting from this Minotti sofa and the Angie armchair, all the furniture here, the color finishes blends very well with the architectural details. So now let's hear more on the concept of this White House from Antonio Liu himself.
Ya, puji Tuhan, sebenarnya waktu klien saya datang, jadi sebenarnya proyek itu adalah bukan sebagai rumah tinggal, tapi sebagai proyek daripada extension house. Jadi dia mau mendapat sebidang tanah dengan luas hampir 900 meter persegi. Nah itu kemudian dia mau membuat sesuatu kayak seperti function hall dengan facility gitu. Jadi itu konsep awal daripada bagaimana bisa memuat berbagai macam kebutuhan yang belum ada di rumah existingnya. Nah itu jadi sebenarnya tujuan daripada dibangunnya Y House itu adalah seperti itu. Saya paling nggak mau meng-copy paste myself gitu. Jadi meskipun ada satu karya, tapi kita berusaha untuk tampil lebih original. Nah, tampil original dengan kendala dan potensi yang ada di site itu. Nah, itu yang saya mau tampilkan. Jadi yang memang yang paling utama di sini bagaimana caranya meng-create si atap itu floating dan gimana gap itu floating dan without columns kan. Jadi memang benar-benar melayang gitu. Nah, itu challenge-nya gimana mikirin terutama kan in terms of the weather sama nature ya, gimana terhadap angin, terhadap hujan, gimana supaya mencegah daun-daun itu tidak masuk ke gutternya. Nah itu semua challenge-nya itu yang kita harus pikirkan dan cari solution, terutama juga in terms of structure kan, karena bagaimana dia bisa bentang kira-kira 20 meter tapi di atasnya itu floating dan tanpa kolom gitu. Saya dalam karya saya menghindari yang sifatnya decorated. Jadi waktu mendesain itu saya selalu berpikir gimana meng-create sesuatu yang sangat benar-benar blend antara interior dan architecture. Dan of course tentu aja dia punya interior itu harus mempresent juga daripada soul daripada architecture sendiri. Terima kasih supportnya juga dari Moye ya kan, karena keliling-keliling ketemu banyak hal yang maksudnya sangat klik dan link sama Y House itu gitu. Pertama kita harus ngerti kliennya itu kebiasaannya apa, harus ada sinergi kolaborasi antara kebiasaan the way of living mereka dengan pengetahuan kita tentang arsitektur gitu. Jadi itu sebenarnya harus banyak diskusi, harus banyak bertukar pikiran gitu ya. Karena Kita akan mendesain, kita meng-create suatu karya, tapi yang akan tinggal tuh klien. Mungkin dia akan tinggal sampai seumur hidup dia, misalnya kita harapkan begitu. Dan kedua, arsitektur harus punya good response terhadap weather. Jadi kita harapkan malah semakin lama aging tuh harus beautiful gitu. Jadi jangan kita meng-create sesuatu yang makin lama perlu banyak maintenance dan kayak gitu.
Now that you already understand the concept of this project, let me give you a small tour to the rest of the house. Going into the other rooms of this house, we have to go through this very sleek passage on top of the pool, which is very cool, by the way. You have the guest bedroom or master bedroom right here, overlooking the pool. Then also a space where you can exercise. And if you go through this pool once again, you arrive at this indoor gym. Now let's go see the ground floor where you have the lounge. Now in this ground level area, you have all the other functions such as the home office, a lounge, a wine cellar, and also a beauty salon. So now we're in the semi-outdoor area of this house. This is a perfect spot for you to do your morning routine, where you can have a breakfast in this nice Minotti Quadrado table alongside with these tape armchairs. Then you can have an ultimate relaxation. This is one of my favorite parts of this house, where you have this beautiful outdoor balcony furnished in Minotti outdoor furniture. As you can see, the architecture in this house blends nature and lets the inhabitants to experience it in so many ways. By having this Minotti outdoor Quadrado sofa right here, they can bathe in sunlight in the morning and also breathe in fresh air, listen to the birds chirping while improving their health and well-being. So that is our inspirational home of the day. I hope you enjoyed the tour and let us know what you like the most about this project and tell us what type of house you'd like us to cover next. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Follow us on Instagram at Moye Living. Thank you for watching and see you on the next episode of Moye. This is your home.